What's David Cameron's favourite Christmas song?
I don't know.
All I Want for Christmas is EU.
Hello and welcome to the Let's Talk Films podcast, where we just tell really bad Christmas cracker jokes, and then we talk at you for about an hour and a half about films, because that's what we do, you know. Yeah, this week it's Christmas films. I don't know. I'm quite tired. It's Christmas films this week because, can you guess why? Oh, it's nearly Christmas.
What?
I know, right? Absolutely fucking mental.
Mm-hmm.
But first we're going to bring you your news and stuff, because that's what we do here. We update you. We like to keep you up to speed with the current events in the film news climate.
When we post podcasts.
when we actually upload, yeah.
But first,
This is 2 consecutive weeks though now.
Dan, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why has Hillary Clinton asked Santa for a 23-letter alphabet?
I don't know this.
Because she's sick of FBI.
Oh, because she's a fucking fake.
Yep.
Right.
It comes with a picture of her as well.
Of course it does. It's brilliant. That's brilliant for an audio medium.
Really
Lewis.
far away from me.
Just describe the picture. It's Hillary Clinton. That's all you need to know.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's amazing. Right, let's get into some news, shall we, guys? There's been some trailers, not many good ones, but you know,
What are you talking about, Dan?
there have been trailers. The biggest one of the week is for a film that I'm rather excited about.
I think everyone is.
I'd rather kill myself than watch this film. It's the Emoji Movie. How terrible does this look?
It's as terrible as they're making it out to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer is one of the main characters being really unenthusiastic towards the film, and then a poop joke. So I'm guessing that's the movie. Loads of actors who don't want to be there, and then poop jokes.
Well, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. I didn't realize how far along they were with this film.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna be an idea, because I'd
Yeah.
heard rumors about it, and I was like, well, it's not gonna actually happen, because that's the worst idea for a
What the
film.
fuck is the story supposed to be?
Do you want me
There
to
is a
read it?
synopsis.
Is there?
There's a synopsis in the description of the trailer. I'll
Yeah.
read it to you
It's
now.
gonna be fucking dumb as fuck, isn't it?
It's gonna be so dumb.
Stop
but
cursing, Yuan. It's Christmas. The
It's gonna be
emoji.
reindeer as fuck.
time.
You still cursed.
it's gonna be dumb as reindeer. There we go.
The Emoji Movie unlocks the never-before-seen secret world inside your smartphone. Hidden within the messaging app is Textopolis, a bustling city where all your favorite emojis live, hoping to be selected by the phone's user.
That's me.
In this world, each emoji has
God.
one facial expression, except for Jean, played by TJ Miller, an exuberant emoji who was born without a filter. Hashtag no filter. Get it? Get
Ha
it?
ha ha.
Okay.
Ha.
And is bursting with multiple expressions. Determined to become normal like other emojis, Gene enlists the help of his handy best friend,
Kill yourself.
High Five, played by James Corden, and
Oh,
the
James
notorious
Gordon, why?
and
Yeah.
the
Why have you
notorious
done this?
codebreaker hacker, Jailbreak, played by Ilana Glazer.
Get it? Because
I don't know
people
if that is-
jailbreak their phones.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Together they must
No, you do.
embark on an epic app venture through the apps on the phone,
Oh my god.
each its own fun and wild world, to find the code that will fix Gene. But then a greater danger threatens the phone, and the fate of all the emojis depends on these 3 unlikely friends who must save the world before it's deleted forever.
Save the world or their world, because I don't think their world's
Oh,
that
their
important.
world, sorry. It's their world. So it's basically Wreck-It Ralph on your phone.
Yeah.
They're just hopping between
Except-
different apps.
Who's the
I
the
thought you were
production
gonna
company?
ask our listeners something then. It's the screen just like, who's seen this?
Has anyone seen this? It's directed by Tony Leondis, written by Tony Leondis and Eric Siegel and Mark White.
Yeah, but do
And
we
produced
know the
by-
production company?
It's Sony.
Oh fuck!
Sony.
course it is. Sony Animation.
Fucking Sony. I'm so sick of that shit. We saw Passengers like on Wednesday. I didn't realise that was by Sony.
And you said it in the cinema.
You said it so loud, everyone around us was just like, oh my god, okay.
Sony came up on the screen and said, and Dan just went, "Oh, I didn't know it was Sony."
It's gonna be even worse than I initially thought it would be. Then
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can't even describe how bad this looks.
No.
Why would you have it? Like, I get that it's meant to be the joke that he's so disinterested. That emoji.
Yeah, but that's not how you sell the movie.
It's not how
No.
you sell a film. Like, what's
Like,
going on?
there's so many other emojis as well that they could have used.
Yeah.
Instead of the
use, yeah.
fucking one that's like half-hearted about everything.
Could use the really excited one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like have you seen the game adverts recently with the guy from The Inbetweeners?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm being paid to do this. Like, I don't really care then.
Yeah.
Like, why are you just telling me that you're being paid to do something as
Yeah.
if that's going to make me want to buy it?
Yeah. I've never seen an advert that's really made me want to buy anything, to be honest.
It's all subconscious, though,
Right.
right? Because I went over this. This is basically all I looked at when I did media in A level,
Okay.
and it's all subconscious shit. And this is the worst possible way of selling something. Right, let's move on from this because I do not want to talk about this
Can't
film
wait to
anymore.
watch Wreck-It Ralph with emojis.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. fun
God.
time. Did you guys see the John Wick 2 trailer?
No.
No.
This film looks really good. Did you guys see the first John Wick?
Uh-oh.
I would advise
not.
that you watch that.
Yeah, people keep telling me.
It's brilliant. Like, it's one of the best action films I think I've ever seen because it's just action. It
Mhm.
gets an hour and a half of like action for like no reason. Well, it has a reason. His dog dies, but then like, but then he kills like hundreds of people just because someone accidentally killed his dog.
Right.
It's a great film. Keanu Reeves was made for that film, not for fucking Matrix and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the Matrix Reloaded and the Matrix Revolutions make me very upset. Very upset indeed. More trailers came out. Blade Runner 2049. Did you guys see this one?
I didn't even know this was happening.
Yeah, well, Harrison Ford's back on board.
Okay.
I liked your rhyming.
Thanks. Ridley Scott's executive producer, which basically means he's making money from it, but he's not actually doing anything.
Right.
But the actual director is the director of Sicario and The Arrival. Did you guys see The Arrival?
No.
Right. I've been meaning to go see it, but apparently it's really good. That was loud.
Sorry, guys.
Johan didn't
fucking
put his
ring.
phone on silent.
Well, I guess that's it for Yuan on this podcast.
Yeah, you're fired. Get
You're
out.
booted. Get out my house.
It was just a reference to the emoji film. I'm just so excited
Oh
that
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that my phone keeps going off.
You can't get out of
I
this one,
can.
Yuan.
Watch me.
You're fired. That's it. Yuan's gone.
He's left. It's just me and Dan now.
Yeah, it's just us two. Yeah, so Blade Runner 2049 looks pretty good, Lewis.
Dan, it's not the same without you, and I
I'm
think we should bring him
quite
back.
no. Yuan's not allowed to come back ever. All right, fine.
Hey.
Oh
was a
look
good bit there.
look who's back! It's Yuan. Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited, although it's going to be a strange one to do a sequel for because the first one had like 20 different endings.
Yeah. Well, this is just another ending.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. So that's that. Snatched got a trailer.
Oh, yeah, you just showed us this.
I did just show you this. I probably care less for this film than the Emoji film.
That's
Not
saying a
gonna
lot.
lie. Amy Schumer who possibly my least favorite comedian around at the moment, because all her jokes are, "I am a woman, I'm slightly chubby, look at my vagina."
Yeah. Yeah. That's every joke that's in this trailer.
That is every joke that's in this trailer. What? Why? That's all I can say.
For money.
You got a good point. You make a good point there. There's a
Everything
lot of
is
dumb
for money,
people.
yeah.
There's a lot of dumb people in America that find Amy Schumer funny. Look, if you find Amy Schumer funny, fine, but just don't tell me about it because I don't care. All right, that's pretty much it for trailers. Let's move on to actual news, guys, because
Trailers weren't very exciting.
trailers were not
No.
very exciting at all. I probably should have looked at the news before I said that.
Yeah.
Joy. Expendables 4 is happening. You guys excited for that one?
No. I've avoided every
Yeah.
Expendables movie.
That's probably a good thing to do. I wish I had done that.
Have you watched all three of them?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
should have learnt from the
Jesus.
first one, Dan.
Yeah.
Learn
Well,
from your
the
mistakes.
first one wasn't terrible,
Alright.
and then the second one was, and I thought, oh, I may as well go see the third one. But then they made the third one a 12 rather than a 15. In fact, the first one might have been an 18. I can't remember now. And they really obviously like CGI'd out the blood, so it's just
Oh,
they
yeah.
they turned the
Yeah.
blood into dust,
Yeah. I
so
think
it
I've
looked
seen
really
clips of
fucking
that.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good film.
Number 4 will be excellent then.
Oh yeah, number 4. I'm so excited for it. Do you hear the enthusiasm
I
in my
can't-
voice for this
I can't
film?
believe how excited you are.
Yeah, I know.
You sound just as excited as that character was for the Emoji Movie.
Hey, come and watch my movie. Yay. Doesn't have to be your family or something like that.
Ah, joke.
There's a character that is just poo in this movie. Haha.
It's the wrong fucking emoji. It doesn't even look like
No.
the shit emoji. There's not a lot of news. There's really not.
Everyone's away for the holidays.
Yeah, like no one cares at this point.
Yeah.
Taken 4's not happening. Like, wow,
Oh.
that's news.
What good news.
Something's not happening. Great. Something that we didn't think was happening isn't
Yeah, I
happening.
didn't even know that was happening. But thanks for the confirmation.
No worries.
Oh, Assassin's Creed is getting
Oh,
bad
that's
reviews.
that's getting such
Yeah.
bad reviews. I was really holding out hope for this one
So
because
was
I thought
yeah.
there's got to be a good video game film at some point.
Mhm.
Apparently not.
Nope.
It just looks like I went back and rewatched all the trailers as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great, does it?
It didn't look too bad when I first saw it.
Yeah, I don't like. It looks very video gamey though, and I don't
Yeah.
know whether that's a good or a bad thing for a video game film.
Yeah.
But even like I'm not sure what they're called, but when like the text pops up in trailers that's like this summer or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that looked terrible. Like if you can't get the fucking font right for a film, the film's not going to be good.
No.
That's all I can say
Yeah.
about that.
Just
Alright.
don't use Comic Sans, guys.
Don't use Comic Sans. You'll be safe. Rogue One's done pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Nearly at $300 million. That is obviously not pounds.
No.
Shame.
They
that.
wish.
They wish they had £300 million, but they don't because
To
it's
be
dollars.
fair, $300 million is about £300 million now, probably.
Yeah.
With
Yes.
recent.
That's true.
Brexit.
Brexit.
Whoa.
Brexit.
That's the
Whoa.
second Brexit call out this podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, I guess. It's a fair bit. I
It
mean,
is, yeah.
they still haven't made back how much they need for to get to like come back with how much they paid for Lucasfilm.
All right.
Right. The It's only been a week though, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
I mean
but-
like, do you
yeah.
mean like with Force Awakens?
With
and
Force
stuff like
Awakens.
that?
Oh,
and
right, I
this.
see.
So they paid $4 billion
Yeah.
for Lucasfilm. I think that they're around $3 billion at the moment, so they'll make it back with Episode 8,
Mhm.
and then they've also got Indiana Jones 5 in the works now. Spielberg's back to direct that, and from what we hear, the through the rumor mill,
The grapevine.
through the grapevine, there ain't no George Lucas.
That's good.
Fucking safe.
Is there Shia LaBeouf though?
I'm assuming not, because I don't think Shia LaBeouf's doing anything anymore. What was the last thing you saw Shia LaBeouf in?
That clip of him wearing a bag over his head. Oh no, the Just Do It video.
Just do it,
That's,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I saw him in.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's all he's done. This Pirates 5 news, but I don't want to read that out. I have a strong feeling that Pirates 5 is going to flop.
Yeah.
I really hope it does, because when can this franchise end?
Yeah.
How have they made so much money?
Because people like pirates for some reason.
Everyone I know doesn't. Like
Really?
everyone likes the first film,
Yeah.
which is a good film in
Yeah.
fairness,
Hmm.
but no one likes the ones after it.
I know people who like the ones after it.
Tell them they should fucking sort their lives out then.
Alright, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot. New Mutants could be the start of a new X-Men trilogy. Do you guys
Yeah.
know stuff about the New Mutants?
I know a little bit.
Yeah, I read a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much.
It's just new X-Men. That's pretty much it. It's just
Yeah.
like, we could do with Marvel are basically like, hey, X-Men are doing pretty good. We can do with a bit more money. Let's make X-Men 2. But they were like, no, we can't call it X-Men 2. Let's call it New Mutants. And that's what they got. I don't know what Fox is doing at the moment. They need to sort their universe out,
Yeah.
because it's all over the place. I'm very excited for Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from like people who have seen the first 40 minutes of that, it's shaping up really well so far.
Mhm.
But I just hope it's the end of like this timeline that they're on at the moment, and I think they're gonna just need to reboot it, like not even soft reboot it,
Yeah.
like they did with Days of Future Past. They need to
Yeah, just
Just-
completely start again.
they need to DC overhaul this,
Hmm.
but do it better than DC did.
Yeah.
There's some Beauty and the Beast stuff come out. Did you guys see that trailer a while ago for Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
The one that was the same as the animated one. And then all I could see on Facebook for the next month was just the comparison.
Yeah.
And for some reason that means it's going to be good.
Well, yeah, of course.
If it looks
It's got to
the
be
same.
good.
But it looks exactly the same. So what's the point in the film? I'll just watch the animated Beauty and the Beast.
Because it's Emma Watson.
I don't need to see Emma Watson in Beauty and the Beast. I can just watch Beauty and the Beast and get the same thing.
And then
off
watch
it.
Emma Watson, just a picture.
Yeah, I'll just
Stare
hold
at-
up a picture of Emma
on the
Watson.
TV.
I don't need to see creepy Lumiere and Cogsworth.
Oh, they're so weird.
They're really weird.
Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I can't find anything else. Not
Dan, I
anything
think we're
that's
just
worth-
holding off from
We are.
from the main topic of this podcast.
All right, let's get into it because we got quite a few films to actually talk about them.
We have 9, don't we? Instead
Yeah,
of
We do.
10.
We do have 9 because we're just that kooky.
Yeah, we're off the wall crazy.
10 best Christmas films. Who cares about that?
Yeah.
We do 9,
You
and
always-
2 of them are shit.
You always forget number 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who needs it?
yeah.
Who
You
need-
remember 9 easier than 10.
9's where it's at, guys.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's not because we've only seen 9 Christmas films.
We've barely even seen these 9.
Me and you haven't even seen one of them.
Let's get into that one then.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way is one of the best Christmas films of all time. starring good old Arnie
Yeah.
and Jake Lloyd, the brilliant child actor Jake Lloyd.
Or otherwise known as Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yippee!
I'll be honest, I can't remember a lot about this film, but what I do remember, I fucking love. It's an absolutely absurd film. It's about a dad, played by Arnie, who's he's too centered on business, you know, like he needs to relax a bit more and take time for his family, and his son's pissed off at him because he hasn't got him a fucking action figure for Christmas, but he's like, but Santa Claus will bring me an action figure of this guy, won't he, Dad? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he goes to a shop to try and find this action figure, and then everyone just starts laughing at him for about 2 minutes straight. Just the entire shop laugh at him because it's so close to Christmas. This action figure's the hottest selling toy of all time.
It's so funny. That's
So
we're all
comical.
laughing.
So comical.
Quick, let's tell this other woman, and she can laugh as well.
Yeah.
So then, Arnie goes about trying to find this action figure.
He tries to steal it. I just watched this clip before we started this. He just tries to steal it from other people.
Yeah, but the guy he tries to steal it from is like his next door neighbor,
Alright, I didn't know
and
that.
he's a prick,
Okay, so it's warranted.
and he's trying to sleep with his wife. And then like he sneaks into his house, and there's something about this is when the cookie clip comes in. the brilliant clip of Arnie shouting, "Put the cookie down." I'm not going to try the accent because it's bad. But that's possibly my favorite Christmas clip of all time. Like on Christmas Day, I think I'm just going to get this clip on repeat and just put it on the telly and just sit there for the entirety of the day and just watch Arnie shout, "Put the cookie down."
That's a great way to spend your day.
It's all I need. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. This could be completely wrong. But I think he shouts, "Put the cookie down," because his wife's about to have a cookie, and I think he thinks that the cookies are from the guy who's trying to sleep with his wife. And I think he thinks that he's like trying to roofie her or some shit.
No, he was on the phone with a man.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
he
just
told
watched
him
that
to
clip
put the
now.
cookie down.
What man was it?
I don't
Was
know.
it was it the man? Was it the evil man?
Probably.
He could be the evil man.
The evil man who's just being kind to his wife, but he thinks he's trying to sleep with his wife. Oh yeah, that's it. His wife made the cookies, and that man's being a prick, and he's eating his wife cookies.
Oh,
he doesn't.
okay.
He doesn't deserve the action
He
figure.
doesn't. He doesn't deserve it. Oh, what a terrible but brilliant film. And then the ending, right? The ending's one of the best things of all time. There's a parade, and there's someone in the costume of the action figure that Arnie's trying to find.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man, that's it. And then Jake Lloyd gets taken onto a roof, and he's about to fall off the roof.
Good.
He doesn't though,
Oh,
because
never mind.
Arnie knocks out Turbo Man and steals the costume. And apparently, it's a fully functioning Turbo Man suit that perfectly fits Arnie. So it's got jetpack and shit in it.
They made this for a parade.
Yeah. And then he flies up and saves Jake Lloyd.
Oh God.
So if you want to blame anyone for the Phantom Menace, blame Arnie, because
Damn it, Arnie.
he saved Jake Lloyd.
He saved actor Jake Lloyd.
Oh, what a terrible film. What an absolutely appalling film. Yet, it was some of the most entertaining piece of media I've ever seen in my life. There's a bit when he goes to, like, all the... there's like a warehouse full of Father Christmases who work in, like, all the shops and stuff and give the toys out to the kids. and he has like a full-on fight with all these Father Christmases.
It's a
And
tickle
it's
fight.
fucking insane.
Tickle fight.
It's not a tickle fight. What was that film again?
Twas
Twas the Night. Is that it?
the night. Yeah.
Starring Bryan Cranston.
I
as
can't
Santa.
believe Bryan Cranston did that fucking Disney film.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I can't believe that is actually a film. Like I
No.
was saying it.
Like, Johan came in today, just before you got here, Lewis, and he was like, "What's that film where Father Christmas finds a load of thugs that are beating up some guy, and then he tickles them to stop them?" And I'm like, I think, and he's like, "Am I just dreaming this?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure that's not actually a film." Then he found the clip, and that's fucking amazing. Now it turns out it's Bryan Cranston as Father Christmas.
It's the fact that he says, "Oh, those are naughty boys." There are some really questionable camera angles in that as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
he has him bent over a car whilst he's
And he's
tickling.
standing behind him.
Ah, what
Go
ridiculous
and watch
films
that
these
film,
are.
guys.
It's
Yeah.
not one of our 9 that we're talking about.
Go watch that.
It's a bonus.
Go watch Jingle All the Way, because they're
Yeah.
two just brilliantly shit films. All right, let's move on to our number 8 pick. I despise this film. It's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Or is that even what this one's called?
Is it How the
How the
Grinch-
Grinch Stole
Yeah.
Christmas. I do not like this.
A lot of people do.
A lot of people love this film.
Yeah. I mean, I like Jim Carrey as the Grinch. I don't think anyone could have
Yeah.
done a better job.
I don't think anyone could have done a better job. That doesn't
make
mean it should have been done.
It doesn't make it necessary, no. I love the makeup for the Grinch.
Yeah.
I just hate the makeup for
Yeah.
everyone else.
Everyone else, that makeup is disturbing as
It's
fuck.
incredibly disturbing.
Like, what all the people in Whoville, they
They have no upper lip.
yeah,
Just connects to
no
their
upper
nose.
lip, and their nose is all turned up and
Mhm.
fucking bizarre.
It works in the style that Dr. Seuss drew them,
Yes,
but not as real people.
Dr. Seuss films should not be live action films.
No.
Not at all.
This and Cat in the Hat proves that.
The Grinch is better than the Cat in the
The
Hat. I'll
The
give it
Grinch is
that.
far better than Cat in the Hat. It's still bad. I'd say it's only slightly better than Cat in the Hat.
No. I
It's
can
quite a lot.
I
better
can
than Cat
watch
in
the
Hat.
Grinch.
I'll tell you
if I
now,
skip
right?
one scene.
If you put these side by side, there are insane similarities between them. Like, absolutely absurd how similar those two films are.
Okay.
Just the crash humor, the fucking disturbing makeup. I'll give you that
The
Jim.
Grinch is supposed to be disturbing.
Yeah, but I'll give you that Jim Carrey is better than Mike Myers.
Yeah,
Well,
Myers
that's-
just waves his arms around.
That's
and
pretty
goes,
much the. That's pretty much the only thing that the Grinch has over Cat in the Hat, though,
Yeah.
and that's what makes it better.
At least the people look normal in Cat in the Hat as well.
Yeah. Other
That
than
doesn't make
the
it better, though.
Other than Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Oh
like,
God, no!
Yeah.
Yeah, they look much worse than anyone in Whoville.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
It's fucked up. Yeah, but the Grinch is just, I don't like it. I don't understand why people like it. I
No.
always found it strange to watch when I was younger. Like, my parents put it on once, and I was like, "Why are you making me watch this film? Like, it's just uncomfortable. It's an
Yeah.
uncomfortable watch."
I felt like it wasn't really aimed at me when I watched it
Yeah.
for the first time.
And
Well,
then
I was like 3, so I didn't think that.
I don't know who it's aimed at though,
No.
because then when I watched it, I must have been like 13, 14. The next time I watched it, I was like, "This still isn't good." Like,
Yeah.
I didn't like it when I was younger because it made me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it now because it's just a bad film.
Yeah, I think that my worst experience watching The Grinch was after I had one of my teeth removed, well, 2 of my teeth removed, and I was sat there on my sofa, and The Grinch came on, and I was dribbling all over myself, but I couldn't feel it because my mouth was numb, and it was just saliva and blood all over my body, and I was watching The Grinch, and that was one of the worst Christmas periods I've ever
Oh, wow.
had.
I'm feel so
That's
sorry for you, Lewis.
A great
Yeah.
image for everyone listening. I'm sure they're really
Yeah.
glad you did that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is the only good part of this film.
Yeah.
It completely changes, like, the message of the original film. Because of the original book, even. Like, this one is all about consumerism.
Yeah,
And
I kind of
stuff.
get that though, because it is what it is now.
I get it, but they just add a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, but in the book or the original animated short, it's the Grinch is an antagonist
Yeah.
because you don't understand why he hates Christmas. He
Mhm.
just does. But in this, it's very easy to see why he hates Christmas. And
Yeah.
I would definitely hate Christmas if I lived in Whoville.
Yeah.
Because it's just absolutely ridiculous the amount of consumerism and
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
There's that part.
commercialism there.
There's that part near the start when they're putting the Christmas lights up,
Oh yeah.
and like there's one woman doing it fine, and then there's the other that's got like a fucking cannon of
Yeah.
Christmas lights. She's just shooting it at a house.
She's the Grinch's love interest.
Oh shit,
Cause,
she is. Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
Grinch needs a love interest,
What the
doesn't he?
fuck? Like, and the stuff with the young Grinch is so weird
Oh,
as well.
I never got that bit
He
'cause they
cuts-
make fun of him for having a beard.
And he's
but
got
he
no
has-
beard.
No, he has hair everywhere except where a beard is. Why? Why?
It's because they need him to shave his face.
Then he
and
just shaves, but he
cut
doesn't
his-
shave
cut his
anything.
face.
He just like rubs a razor on his face and cuts himself because he doesn't have a beard to shave. Oh,
It's absurd. Like this
Yeah.
film's just. There's some people. I think I've told you too, but Ethan's like in a film course in Cardiff now,
oh yeah, you did tell us this.
and his film course have the worst taste in films because they have like film nights, and for one of the film nights they watch The Grinch,
Mhm.
and they all fucking love it.
It's a masterpiece.
How can you be film students and love The Grinch? The other ones they watched were the Shrek films, and they watched B Movie.
Of course.
Like, I
They
get
just
that-
watched memes. They watched memes and a bad Christmas film.
Apparently, it's fucking
And
ridiculous.
dude, something I didn't know about the Grinch is, you know, the narrator.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
No.
It's Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, why would
Hanna-
they drag Anthony Hopkins
Hannibal
into
Lecter
this?
himself.
That's
Or what's his name from Westworld? Robert something. The old
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
isn't the Man
Anthony
in Black.
Hopkins,
Yeah.
the Welsh actor, Anthony Hopkins,
Mm.
because he's an absolute lad.
Is he Welsh?
Yeah, you know, there's the one of the theatres in Theatre Clwyd is named after him.
Oh, that's why. I
Yeah.
did wonder why it was named after him. I thought that's a weird choice. I like
Just
him
like,
even
okay,
more
we'll put
now.
any old
Yeah.
lad in there.
Yeah, just put a good actor in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing more to say on this film. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
No. I don't know. I haven't watched it for ages. To be fair.
I watched it a couple of years ago because my ex loved it, but like, fuck, she liked some bad films.
I watched it the other day because people in my work brought a DVD player in specifically to play that in the break room. So yeah,
That must have just been a torturous experience.
it
for
was.
you.
Yeah, I left my break early, so I didn't have to watch it.
All right, let's move on from The Grinch because I don't like that film.
Yeah.
All right, we got a. We're moving on to average films now, rather than just bad films. This one's a Christmas Carol from 2009,
Yeah.
also starring Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As a few people, he's multiple people throughout the film. I can't remember which ones. I know he is Scrooge,
He's screwed.
Yeah.
but
Who
there's a
else is
couple
he?
of others that he plays. I can't remember who now.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
yeah.
I don't remember who either. I haven't seen this film for a while.
It's so it this was done around the time that Disney were making animations that were very close to, well, like as realistic as they could get them,
Yeah.
and it's just strange.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's-
It's not a bad film.
No, it's all right.
It's
I
just
don't
a
really
strange
get it,
watch.
to be honest. Like,
What do you mean?
I get
I
this
don't understand Christmas
bloody-
Carol.
bloody Charles Dickens
Why is
didn't know
there
what he was
only
talking
one?
about.
Why is there only one Marley? There's supposed to be two.
Where's Bob Marley?
No, I just don't quite get what the point of doing it was. There's already. Is there 3 now?
There's more.
What do you
than
mean?
three.
Is
There's
there
got to be
three?
loads.
There's
of
so
Christmas
there's so
carols.
many Christmas Carol.
No,
films.
but like 3 well-known ones.
What this Scrooged and
Oh, I
Muppets.
forgot about Scrooge.
Oh, there's a really old one as well.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
There is an old one.
there's a
I
And
think
then
we
there's-
watched that in.
I think
like,
there's 2. There's one black and white one, and then there's one technical one.
I don't remember.
But yeah, there's loads.
Yeah,
and there's
so-
like loads of Christmas specials.
Yeah.
As well. I
Why
think there's a
another one?
Flintstones Christmas carols.
There's like
TV special.
everything Christmas Carol special.
It's the fact that they like tried to make it lifelike, didn't they? Like,
Yeah,
It looks
but
about
why not
as-
just make it properly animated, given that there's already hundreds of others?
I guess it's Robert Zemeckis, and he has a tendency to try and do stuff differently. Like he wants to
Yeah.
be not an auteur, but like just an eccentric filmmaker.
Yeah.
And sometimes that works, and sometimes it turns out all right, but a bit strange.
Yeah, it's
Which is-
definitely a bit strange.
Yeah.
as well.
I did watch it like last year or the year before, and it's better than I remember it.
Yeah, it's not a bad film by
No.
any means.
No.
But I think now that we've progressed further, the animation's a bit less in the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
So-
a lot like Tarkin from Rogue One.
No, he's more Polar Express lah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I think was also Zemeckis.
Probably.
So yeah, he tried this a few years earlier,
Mm.
and yeah, I don't know. It's a strange film. Because I'm very much accustomed to the Muppets version,
Yeah.
and I was surprised when I saw this film of how many changes there were. Because I was
Yeah.
like, I thought the Muppets was exactly how it was.
I genuinely thought there were 2 Marleys, and I was like, why is there only one person
you
here?
thought there was really
Yeah.
a Bob Marley in it.
Yeah. Well, it's Robert.
Yeah, but that's the joke.
I know it's the joke. I thought there was a Jacob and a Robert Marley, but there's only a Jacob.
Yeah.
The Marleys were dead to begin with.
Yep.
Oh, what a film. We'll get onto that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's good. Like, it's more of I guess it's more of a serious role for him than what he usually does.
Yeah.
It was quite dark, wasn't it, at the beginning?
Yeah, it was
I mean,
dark
obviously
for a
not
lot
in
of
the
it.
dark beginning.
Yeah.
but
It's dark. What was his? The Ghost of Christmas Yet,
Yet
to
to
Come.
come. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really dark in
Yeah.
this one. Like, in fairness, like the visuals and stuff are really good.
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Like it's really creative in what they do with it, and it's why it had to be animated rather than just doing like a live
Mhm.
action one. And I guess it sort of does work in the style that it is, because like if it was more cartoonish, it wouldn't have been quite as dark.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still just a bit strange to watch.
Strange to look at.
Yeah,
The weird character designs.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much more to say. We're barreling
No.
through these.
Yeah. Have we done? We've done 3 already.
We've done 3, and we've been talking about them for 20 minutes.
Oh God.
We're currently 40 minutes in.
we can drag this out, don't worry.
It may be a shorter episode than
Yeah.
usual. It's Christmas though,
Yeah,
guys.
we'll
so
give you
They
like,
don't want to spend.
We'll give you a break.
They don't want to spend 2 hours listening to us this
well,
week.
next week's gonna be a fucking long episode anyway, because it's best
Oh,
and
yeah.
worst of the year. So,
So, yeah.
but no, let's keep going through these. We'll go on to number 4, which is the Polar Express.
Yeah.
Again, another strange one. I remember seeing this in primary because me and you
Yeah.
went to see it.
We did, didn't
I don't know why. They were just like, oh, we're gonna go see the Polar Express. It's like, alright, sound, whatever.
I
So-
remember that, and they gave us all a pick and mix, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And there was bloody white mice in there. I was nearly sick in that cinema because I could not eat them. They're disgusting.
I fucking
remember
love the
hearing
white
that.
mice.
I like white mice.
I can't eat them. They're like those, what they call like jazzies. Is that what they call those? Like
The
chocolate
things with like
sprinkles.
the sprinkles. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love them
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
They're disgusting.
I don't like those.
And I remember I had this white, which is weird. I really like white chocolate, but not these. And I remember
They're
taking
not-
a
It's
bite.
they're
kind
not-
of a weird white
yeah,
chocolate.
it's very strange.
I took a bite and I was literally heaving in my seat. I was there just going.
Have you had the pink ones?
I won't touch him. I'm not
No.
gonna.
Are you
after
sure?
that-
Are you sure that it's not just like the uncomfortableness of Polar Express made you feel sick, and now that's put you off white
It
mice
might have been the
forever?
animation. I really hate the animation in Polar Express.
Yeah, it's
It makes me. I hate it.
so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is another Robert Zemeckis one, and it's definitely more uncomfortable than A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable.
Again, though, it's a good film.
Yeah, it's my mum's favorite Christmas film, I think.
Really,
So we watch it every year.
right? I haven't seen it for a long while.
I think I watched it last year. I haven't watched it this year.
I haven't watched it this year
So
yet.
I think you should take the reins on this one because I can't remember
Huh.
last time I saw it.
Rains.
Right.
Like-
this-
Reindeer.
I thought you were more talking about the reins that.
That's
Santa
what I was
uses
thinking.
to
Yeah,
get
no,
the
that's what
reindeer.
that's what I meant.
Jack was just like,
No,
no, reindeer.
reindeer. All right, the story of the Polar Express is a kid doesn't believe in Santa anymore.
What a
And-
piece of shit.
I know. And then a train comes,
Father Christmas is real, kids.
yeah, in the middle of the night, and he gets on the train, and Tom Hanks is the conductor, and he takes him to the North Pole to see Santa to prove that he's real. But the message is seeing isn't believing. It's
Right.
the spirit that counts. Because he doesn't believe, so he can't hear Santa's sleigh bells.
Oh, I've never heard that in a Christmas film before now.
Shut up, Dan. Christmas films are cliches, Dan.
What are you saying, Lewis? No, that's not true. You're a liar.
Okay, Dan. I'm a liar. Yeah, that's basically it. He can't hear Santa's sleigh bells because he doesn't believe, and then he tries his best to believe, and then he believes.
See, I don't mind the premise and the story of this, but
Yeah, it's
Oh.
got a good message. It's got spirit. It's got heart.
it's a good story. I just can't deal with the animation. I hate it.
It is
Yeah.
creepy. You just pulled the picture up on your phone.
I needed to get it
Yeah.
up just to remind myself why I don't like it. It's everything about it, though.
They do have weird faces.
Yeah,
they're not
it's
quite
very much
human.
it's very much in the Uncanny Valley.
He looks like what I imagine Lee Evans would look like when he's young.
Has he
Do you
got
not
massive
think so?
ears?
Yeah.
The little kid. Who,
It's just weird.
it's Billy, the only kid with a name. Everyone
Billy, oh,
else,
yeah.
it doesn't have a name.
I didn't do
bizarre.
it.
No, that's not him.
Isn't it?
No, that's another kid from. It's on the monitor,
Oh, yeah.
and they're getting someone else. Someone put gum in his sister's hair, and then he goes, "I didn't do it. 'Cause I
Over and
didn't
over.
do it. 'Cause
I didn't do
I
it.
didn't
I did
do it."
not.
I did not hit her. It's not true."
I think she's my least favourite.
That's just bizarre. Like, it looks wrong. I
Yeah.
may have to put a picture of this up if you're watching on
Yeah.
YouTube, because like
The elves
You
are
have
the
to see
worst.
it.
The elves are the worst.
it's just
Get a picture of the elves up.
Hang on,
just
is
an
it-
there.
uncomfortable watch,
what's,
isn't it?
what's that guy looking at?
The guy in the background behind the nerdy guy.
Look at him.
I think they might have just forgotten
Terrified.
he was there.
God. Okay, hang on.
The elves are definitely the creepiest, and they have
Yeah.
weird voices as
Yeah.
well. Like one of them says like, "You can trust me. I'm an elf," and I do not trust you at all, sir. Yeah, there they are. One of them's got a curly mustache. Oh, it's weird.
That's
Oh,
just
it's
creepy.
disturbing.
I'll tell you who else I don't like. I don't like. This is kind of a weird bit of the film. Why is there like? Is he a hobo on top of the train?
Oh, it's Tom Hanks. I think he plays the conductor, the ghost on top of the train. And
Is it a ghost?
Yeah, it's a ghost. And Santa. I think he plays Santa anyway.
But he doesn't look like a ghost. I thought it was a person. I honestly thought it was like a hobo that always stayed on top of the train.
Well, how do you get him? How do you? He disappears at the end. He turns into snow in multiple scenes.
I haven't watched this for a while.
Yeah,
Is Tom Hanks good in the film? Is his performance any good?
He's
Or
Tom
is he
Hanks.
just- yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's doing what he can underneath all the motion capture CGI creepiness.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, what your favorite bit is the hot chocolate song?
Hot chocolate song.
Is that your favorite bit or?
What's the hot
I
chocolate
don't know. What the
song?
hell are you
Oh,
on about?
I must be thinking of Joe then. who
Yeah,
likes the
because
hot
I haven't
chocolate
seen
song.
this film for a long time.
Right, it's the song they get some hot chocolate, and they sing a song about hot chocolate. I don't know how to describe it.
Here we go.
Are you just gonna play a bit of it? Oh, there's an
it's
ad. I'll talk over the ad. Hot chocolate is
What
a
the
drink.
fuck is that an ad for?
Arconic.
What?
Just skip it. There you go.
Why didn't you skip it?
You asked what it was for. I didn't know. Hot chocolate heart requested by Fresh and Beauty.
Put it up to the mic.
XOX.
Put it up to the mic. Yeah.
Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment?
Yes, I am in need of refreshment.
I do remember this now.
How long
We
is this
got
song?
it. We got it. We got it.
So we got it. Yo, we got it.
We only got one rule. Never ever let it cool.
Right, turn that off now. That's ridiculous. I'm never watching this film again.
I don't know why I thought it was you who said that. It must have been Joe. It must have been our
must have
good
been
friend
Joe.
Joe who said that to me. Someone said it to me.
It wasn't me.
That's just bizarre. What's the point in that?
What's the point in the scene with? Well, I get the point in it, but the scene with all the toys that haven't been used in the train.
That's to.
It's really creepy. I don't like that bit.
Yeah, no, I don't really understand.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
really
just to
like
scare
a horror
kids.
film.
I think it's going for a Toy Story vibe, like don't throw your toys away because they mean something.
Right.
But it's just really creepy
It's really creepy.
because the ghost gets a
Is-
Scrooge
Is it
puppet.
is it just because like, we got Tom Hanks in here and Toy
yeah.
Story.
The toys don't come to life.
Yeah, I know,
except
but
for a
like-
Scrooge doll, a Scrooge puppet that
Right.
the ghost on top of the train like plays with, and it's a very creepy puppet.
Sounds like it.
Hmm
Sounds like it's quite a strange film,
It is a strange film.
I can't. Find
but
pictures
still,
of it.
it's in the average section of this
Yeah.
list.
Mhm.
Let's move on to our next one. Our next one's Nightmare Before Christmas. Put this on here because weren't really sure if it was a Christmas film or what.
Yeah, it's more of something you need to watch in between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
Like closer to Halloween than Christmas.
Yeah, I always remember watching it around Christmas, but I think that's just because I like the film and I just watch it whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an autumn film.
It is. It's an autumn.
that's a good way of describing it.
It's a pretty good film, to be fair.
Yeah.
I always like a good stop motion film.
Hmm
Yeah.
This is one of the best ones.
Yeah.
It's not directed by Tim Burton.
I know it's
Tim
not.
Burton is the producer on it.
Yeah.
I
But
can never
it's still
remember the
his
actual
style, though.
director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely his style.
It's
and I do
very
like his
much
style.
a Tim Burton film.
Yeah.
Like you can tell.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a good film. Obviously, only a small part of it's really about Christmas.
Yeah. Well, it's about Jack Skellington. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets out of Halloween Town
Mhm.
because it's set up that all the characters of holidays live in trees.
Yeah, kind of. I think the tree's like a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he gets out of his tree portal, and then he
Mhm.
finds all the other holidays, and
Yeah.
he goes into the Christmas one, and he sees how good Christmas is, and he wants to bring it to Halloween Town, and then they make their own Christmas with what they've got,
Yeah, and it's like really fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just not
And
right.
then he delivers like 7 heads and whatever to kids. And he kidnaps Santa Claus.
Yes.
So he can be Santa Claus.
Yeah, and then Santa Claus
Like,
like
he's tortured by Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie's my fave. I love Oogie Boogie. He's so cool. Yeah, it's a good film. Like there's not a lot to say about it. Good performance. I don't actually know who the actors are for this one.
Well, I'm assuming it's Johnny Depp because he's in all.
Is
of
it
and
though?
stuff.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
check.
know.
Sorry
Check.
if you guys can hear my dog, by the way. Don't know why it's whining. What was I even searching for? There we go.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, Danny Elfman did the soundtrack, didn't he?
Yeah,
It's a really good soundtrack. and
it
that's-
is.
It's probably the
Got
best thing
some,
about it.
Some good songs on there.
Oh, he actually voices Jack Skellington,
Who does?
Danny Elfman, when he's
Alright.
singing at least. Chris Sarandon.
All right.
Don't know who that is.
You know, I've just always assumed it's Johnny Depp because Tim
Yeah,
Burton.
well, there's no Johnny Depp or Helena Bonham Carter.
She's not in there either.
No.
You know what? I just
God.
assumed that she was the woman.
Yeah.
because it's a Tim Burton picture.
Well, no, you're bloody wrong there.
I've been wrong.
Yeah, I'd say the songs in this are the best part though as well.
Yeah. This is Halloween. Oh, man.
Halloween, Halloween,
Halloween,
Halloween.
And what's this? What's this?
All I can hear is that advert when you do that now.
What?
Have you not seen the advert?
I don't think so.
Have you seen the advert? I don't even know what it's for, so I can't get it up.
Oh, great.
It starts
Great,
with that
Johan.
song.
Thanks for letting us all in on that. You know, have you seen that advert? No. Oh well, I don't know what it is either. Great.
It starts with that. It starts with that song.
Right.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
All right. We'll take your word for it.
Oh, look at this, guys. Passengers is all over IMDb.
Oh
Oh,
really?
yeah.
What a fun film that was.
Yeah.
You know, I was possibly the most bored I've been in a film for a long time. In that.
Are we going to talk about Passengers for a
I
bit?
just want to rant really quickly.
Okay.
Please don't go see Passengers. Like, it's just dull.
But they spent so much money on marketing.
I don't care.
I didn't go a day without seeing a trailer for
No.
2 months.
I bloody saw one the day after we'd seen it. Or the day we saw it, I went home and I was watching YouTube and it came up. I was like, "Fuck off! I've already seen it."
Mhm.
I quite like Chris Pratt.
I like Jennifer Lawrence as well.
I don't like
I know
Jennifer
you don't.
Lawrence. I
like
can't
both
stand
of them.
Jennifer Lawrence. But, like, they're not fun actors. Well, Chris Pratt is to some degree.
Yeah.
But, like, in this, Jennifer Lawrence is... I think she's dull all the time. I don't know what that banging is, by the way.
It sounds like your dog is scratching the floor.
It might be wagging its tail on the crate or something.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's so loud.
You were calling Jennifer Lawrence boring?
Yeah, she's just really dull. Like, I find her dull in most films she's in because she has the same expression for the entire time. In this, I would say it's to the extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks. She's either got that normal face that she has, or the one where she does this.
The crying face.
Yeah, that brilliant face that everyone can see. Yeah.
Do you want
Well,
to just do it
where-
again for all our listeners to
Where
see?
where she has like an upside down smile and her lips wobble.
Yeah. She did do that in this film
Yeah.
She did a lot.
quite a
Right.
few times.
There's a quick review of
There's-
Passengers. It's shit. Right, let's move on to our next choice was Home Alone.
Home Alone. I've never watched this in my house. I've only ever watched it in school when the teachers can't be asked teaching us, so they just stick on
Yes.
this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those films. I quite like this film.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
It's a pretty good Christmas film.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just like it because it's not like every Christmas film. Really, it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
not.
bit different.
It's not like all the cliche. Well, it is cliche, but
Yeah, there's some
It's not all
cliche.
the
I think
true, is
this
it?
is cliche, but it helped develop a lot of
Yeah.
cliches rather than
Mhm.
just conforming to them.
Can you explain the plot, Dan?
Yeah, sure. A family goes away, and Kevin's a little prick, so they accidentally forget him because he's
Accidentally.
because he's in his room and he's like, I wish my family wasn't here or some shit like that. And then
Yeah.
he wakes up and they're all gone, and he's like, oh, cool. And then he puts aftershave on his face, and he goes, ah. But at the same time, what is it? Is it the Wet Bandits or something?
Oh yeah.
They're on a holiday, robbery spree.
Yeah, they're stealing
Yeah.
everyone's stuff while they're on holiday.
So and they're like, oh, this house is it's the jackpot
Mhm.
because Kevin's family are rich as fuck apparently.
Yeah. Well, they can afford to have however many kids they have.
Yeah, Jesus. No, I don't think they're all theirs.
Oh, right, there you go. On there, some extent.
I think he's got like a
They can
brother.
afford
They
that
can
many
afford-
kids, but they can't afford a TV.
They can afford to take that many kids on holiday.
Yes. Yeah, so they're rich as fuck, and then Kevin's like, he figures out that they're gonna try and rob his house because they already try to.
No,
And then-
he figures it out because he overhears them talking loudly about
yeah.
their plans right next to the house they're going to rob.
And then he like makes the house into some sort of military fort. By,
I liked it as a kid because I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But now
Yeah.
as I watch it again, it's like he was trying to kill them, like definitely.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like
He sets one of them on
fairness,
fire.
he's that's what he's got to work with.
And to be fair, he is like a kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's two adults. I mean, what would you do?
I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
he didn't know that iron should have killed him.
Or the paint buckets he swings from
Yeah.
the stairs onto them.
How do they not die?
They're immortal. They must be.
Well, they must be to come back in the second one and get bricks thrown at their
Yeah.
heads.
Oh God.
Yeah, so this film's I quite like it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a fun
there's,
film.
it's just a fun thing to watch.
Yeah.
Like, this is what a Christmas film should be. Just put it on. I don't give a shit about how artsy it is.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough, Robert Zemeckis. You do what you want, but I don't give a shit. I just want to have fun at
Yeah.
Christmas.
Don't watch
Watch-
Passengers.
Don't watch Passengers. You know, it's just nice. Like, you can put it on, sit down with your family, and
Mhm.
just be like, none of us give a shit
Fe-
about this
Thank
film.
God you've never done this to me. You've never gone on holiday without me somehow.
Yeah.
They do try and go back once they realize on the flight that
Yeah.
they've left him at home,
Yeah.
which is
I find that really bizarre because, like, with all the airport security and stuff, and did they
Yeah.
not realise that they had one extra ticket?
no, his ticket gets thrown
Oh,
away
yeah.
because he spills milk on it or something.
Oh right.
He spills
I never even
spills
noticed
something, and then they're like, "What? He spills milk onto pizza." And the tickets, because they just
Right.
put the tickets on the table next to the pizza that they were eating.
that. Of course.
And then
And
he
only
spills
only
something
his
on it.
gets damaged by it.
Yeah. And then they're like mopping it up, and the dad accidentally picks up Kevin's ticket and throws it away.
It's got to be some sort of omen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It was-
it's Kevin's ticket, exactly.
It was his destiny.
It was
to,
his destiny.
Yeah, the acting's not great, but
Yeah, because
who watches it for the acting?
What's his name?
What is his name? I can't think of his name.
I don't
Do you know
know.
his name?
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
But his actors.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Anyway, he's a druggie.
he is now. Yeah.
Well, no, he's not anymore. I think he went to rehab and he's all right a bit.
Mhm.
No, a bit.
A bit.
Yeah, but he went through some bad shit. Yeah, but he wasn't a great actor.
No.
And
To
the
be fair,
parents
he does
weren't
have to
great.
carry the movie, really. It's
Yeah.
just him, and then the two robbers.
Yeah, one of them's Joe Pesci, so
Macaulay Culkin. There you go.
Macaulay
I
Culkin,
knew it was a
that's it,
weird
yeah.
name.
yeah. Joe Pesci's good. I like Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Like he's just good in most stuff.
And the old man that he befriends. the next door neighbor.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
people think is a serial killer
Yeah, just because he's tall.
because he's an old man.
He's tall and old, and he
Yeah.
carries a shovel around
Yeah.
at Christmas when he needs a shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good film overall.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's good time.
It's a good time.
Good time. Watch it. Watch it. Shit.
Watch it while you're home alone.
Aha. We're currently on an hour, which I reckon
Congratulations, you spent an hour.
if this
listening
gets
to
to
us.
an hour and 15, we can probably just finish it there.
Right.
Next on our list, we've got Arthur Christmas.
Yep.
This came out a few years
I
ago.
have to do this. I haven't seen this.
Oh, you haven't seen Arthur Christmas? Right, okay. This came out a few years ago.
It did, yeah.
I can't remember the exact year now. Maybe
No.
like
I remember
2012
seeing
or
it in the
something.
cinema.
I don't know what that noise like.
Is someone playing a bloody recorder?
The Hoover's weird.
The Hoover likes to play a recorder.
I don't know if the mics are even picking
Yeah.
this up.
You might not be able to hear it. We're just laughing at nothing to you right now.
Yeah. So this came out a few years ago now. It's an Armin film. No, Aardman. Not Armin. What the fuck's Armin?
It's an Amish.
It's an Amish film. Aardman, who does
Wallace
Wallace and Gromit and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, that's loud, isn't it? I was very surprised by how much I liked this film.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but
Yeah, I thought it'd just be like another shit Christmas film that
Yep.
like they just want to make some quick dollar bills off.
Mhm.
But no, it's actually a really nice family film.
Wait a minute. I think I have seen this film now.
I'll
Is
For
this
fuck's sake, you
I'll
is it the one
explain
with
make
the
your mind up.
sleigh?
I'll explain the
The
plot.
do you mean
fancy
the-
sleigh. It's like
They have a fancy sleigh at the start, and then like Arthur's like he goes out with proper Father Christmas in a proper sleigh later on.
Right, explain the plot. It's Arthur is Santa's son.
Well, yeah,
He's related
he's
to Santa.
he's like in a line of Santas because
Yeah,
there's multiple Father Christmases.
yeah.
yeah.
In this, it's like it's a modern take on the Santa Claus story.
Yeah.
I guess. So it's Santa doesn't live forever. It's
Mhm.
it's basically like a king
Yeah,
and queen situation. It's just a line of succession who gets to be the next Santa. So there's the previous Santa, the current Santa, and then the future Santa.
Also, where does each Father Christmas find a wife?
I don't know.
It's,
In the North Pole somewhere.
Just
every
some random Inuit.
every generation, a woman just wanders to the North Pole, and Santa's like, "Yep, come here." So yeah, it's got the old Santa who's like crazy. It's like how do I explain it?
He's like your traditional.
Yeah, they all have their different ways
One.
of doing it.
Yeah,
He's very traditional, old timey.
like it's the Father Christmas you think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the sleigh and the reindeer
Yeah.
to do everything. This Santa has sort of an electric type. The
Yeah,
current one has a fancy sleigh.
Yeah.
I like the start of it when it's like a covert operation.
Yeah,
And like all the elves have like high tech gear on and stuff, and they're like sneaking into kids' rooms and
Yeah.
like planting all the presents.
I think I must have seen bits of this now
Yeah.
because I remember that bit.
yeah, that's how they handle Santa going to every house and delivering
Yeah.
presents to every kid. It's not him; it's the elves.
Mm-hmm.
They like sneak into the house and deliver the presents and everything. Yeah, and it's about Arthur. He like really likes Christmas, I guess.
Yeah,
But
he's he's got a brother as
yeah,
well.
he's got an older brother who's the next Santa, who's going to be the next Santa.
Yeah,
And he like really wants to update everything, so he wants a even bigger ship with more.
yeah. There's like a
Electronic
big
stuff.
like spaceship kind of thing,
Yeah.
isn't there? Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, and there's one. The story is there's one kid who didn't get the right present or didn't get a present,
Yeah, something like that.
and then Arthur wants to deliver the present.
Because he takes kids' letters.
Yeah, he deals
Right,
with all
okay.
the letters to Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, his, I don't know if it's his brother or the regular Santa is like, well, no, because we don't have time for that or something.
Yeah.
And then Arthur and his granddad,
And an elf.
yeah, like, tried to deliver it in like the traditional way.
Yeah.
And it's a fun romp from there on.
It is. It is. It's very funny.
Yeah.
It's very Christmassy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hits all the right notes.
It does indeed.
For a Christmas film.
It's a very, very nice, heartwarming film to watch around Christmas time.
Oh, I'll have to watch it
You should.
all the way through.
As I say, like, I thought it was gonna be complete shit, but that turned out very nice.
Right. Okay.
Right, should we move on to one that we've all
Yeah.
seen now?
Yeah.
We're getting into the big stuff now, guys.
Ooh.
My second favourite Christmas film of all time.
Yeah, mine too.
It's the good old Elf,
Elf.
featuring Will Ferrell.
Mhm.
I fucking love this film.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Every year we watch this 2 days before Christmas. Oh
Today.
shit, that's
That's
today.
today.
That's
Damn.
today.
You're missing out.
Let's watch it right now.
What is there to say about this film? Like,
Well, we'll talk about the plot, which we
Yeah.
have been doing.
let's run over that plot line.
Okay. Buddy is an orphan who crawls into Santa's present
Sack.
bag, Santa's sack, and Santa accidentally kidnaps him and takes him to the North Pole, and then one of the elves takes care of him, raises him.
Yeah.
So he's raised to think he's an elf, but he's actually a human. Then he like comes to that realization that he's
When he's like
Yeah.
6 foot something.
he's a lot taller than everyone else, and and he kind of has an existential crisis when
Yeah.
he finds out he's a human. And then Santa's like, right, okay, it's about time you know this. You're adopted. Here's your real dad. You can go find him. He lives in New York. He works in this building, the Empire State Building, and he has a little snow globe. And yeah, that's the story. Is Buddy?
Wait,
What?
but
Oh,
Buddy's
yeah,
dad
twist. Buddy's dad
is on the naughty list.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah, Buddy's dad is on the naughty list, and that's a big deal for Buddy
Yeah,
because that's not a good thing to be
That's-
on.
it's not.
So
It's the worst thing to
it's
do.
about Buddy trying to find his father and convince him that he is his son,
Yeah,
and get him on the nice list. And it's brilliant.
it's
It's really good.
it's such a good film. I feel like pretty much everyone who's listening, those 23 people who listen every week.
Yeah. Well, 20 because it's us clicking on it to check the views.
Shut up, Lewis. I like to think it's 23.
All right, Dan.
Because I actually have it on 2 channels, so I check on both of them. So if
it's
any
actually
is 19.
Share this podcast with your friends, please.
Please. Yeah, I feel like everyone has already seen this film,
Yeah.
but I don't care.
And if you haven't, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing with
How
your
have you
life?
missed
Yeah.
it?
How have you been spending your Christmases?
This is because, like, I used to think I liked Will Ferrell, right? Until I realised I only like him in this film. I don't like him in anything else. Everything else, he's a prick. Like,
Anchorman.
Anchorman's alright, but he's still a
Yeah.
knob in it.
What
and
about
like-
the other guys? He's in that, isn't he?
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Marky
that,
Mark.
The
that
other
was quite a
guys,
good
the
film.
other guys is good. But again, it's because he's not playing a prick.
Yeah.
In everything else, he's
Yeah.
playing a prick. And in this, he's actually, like, you like him.
Yeah,
I
he's
love-
very likable.
Like, when he when he gets to, like, out of the North Pole and stuff,
Yeah.
like, one of my favourite scenes in the film is when he meets the raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
And he tries to hug it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's just so innocent.
He is. He's very innocent. He buys his dad a
Yeah,
sexy
because
Santa
it says
nightie.
for that special
Yeah,
someone.
Yeah, he accidentally starts working for a department store
Store.
because he's
Yeah.
dressed like an
Yeah.
elf,
Yeah.
and all the employees are dressed as elves. So the boss thinks that he works there.
And then he meets Zoe Deschanel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's at her best looking in this film. I
Yes.
will
Yeah.
say.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously she's just good in this film in general, not just
Yeah.
because of how she looks,
Yeah,
but
no,
you
that
know,
would be incredibly
helps.
sexist.
it
Dan.
would. I'm sorry for
God.
how sexist I am.
You hate Amy Schumer. You must be a sexist.
Yeah, I know, it's because she's
God.
so fat.
Now you're fat shaming as well.
Dan, well, we just lost 5 of our
For those of you
viewers.
who actually care, I don't hate her because she's fat. She's not fat. I hate her because she's bad at comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Who else is in this film? Thingy. He's
The guy, his dad, or
no.
Peter
Terry,
Dinklage.
Peter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage is great.
Yeah.
It's like when he comes into the boardroom and he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize they had elves here
Yeah.
too."
Peter Dinklage is a little person, and
He is.
Buddy thinks that he is an elf, and he's not too happy with.
You're
being
an
called
angry elf.
Call me elf one more time. You're an angry elf.
Oh my god, I love this film so much.
Oh, it's so good. It's just a brilliant film. The stuff like in with the Christmas tree is great when he tries to jump on the Christmas
How are we
tree
gonna
to
get
get
the
the
star
star.
on top? He just jumps on the sofa and grabs the tree. Ah,
What a brilliant film.
yeah. I don't think I have anything bad to say about it.
No, neither do
No.
I. Alright guys, watch this film.
Watch
Just
it.
watch it.
If you haven't watched it, I don't know how you've gone this long.
Yeah. What's
Unless
wrong
you've
with
just
you if
been
you
born.
haven't watched it?
Which
Why are you listening to this
your-
fucking
yeah,
Your
podcast?
parents just left it on, like, put this shit on, so it feels like there's someone there.
For like you do to
It's like
pets.
what people do to dogs. Yeah. Hello to all the dogs listening.
Alright, let's move to our number 1 pick, guys.
Ho ho!
Muppets Christmas Carol, the greatest Christmas film of all time.
Yeah.
How this isn't on the top of everyone's list, I
Yeah.
never
If it's not on
understand.
the top of your list, you're wrong,
Yeah.
because it is the best. It's the perfect blend of Christmas spirit, comedy, and
Muppets.
Muppets. Yeah,
It's just brilliant.
it's absolutely
Michael
brilliant.
Caine plays
Yeah.
Scrooge,
It's
and
a
he
brilliant.
he doesn't
performance.
Yeah.
he doesn't even try to like pretend he's not Michael Caine. Like he's he's just great. Oh, I
He's
got I'm
brilliant.
starting to cough.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's okay.
It's one of his best performances.
yeah,
And
definitely.
He
I
has,
mean,
he has to play
Actually,
off Muppets.
I'd say Jaws: The Revenge is is a pretty good
It's
performance.
his second best performance, and he has to play off Muppets
Yeah.
as well, and that can't be easy.
It can't, but my God,
But he does it.
he does it
pulls
so
off
well.
brilliantly.
Who's the Muppet guy? I forget his name now.
Kermit the Frog.
No, the
I was thinking
the
that.
fucking puppeteer.
Jim Henson.
Yes.
It was his son who directed this, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
That's cool.
he had passed
Right.
when this was released. I
Was this
think.
like '94 or something? I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's his son because he had passed. I think it was his first.
Oh,
it was
it's
the first
'92.
film he directed as
92.
well.
This is old. Brian
Surprised
Henson.
it's that
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, it's older than us.
Yeah. You're right. It is Brian Henson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just everything about the film is brilliant.
Mhm.
Although we were joking earlier about how it's got variations from
Yeah.
Christmas Carol, it does pretty much stick to the story, like
Yeah.
pretty much by the books. And then I love that Gonzo is Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
Gonzo is Charles Dickens. Well, he's sort of Charles Dickens, but Rizzo the Rat is like
Rizzo's
no,
just
you're not.
Rizzo the Rat.
Yeah. He's Gonzo, but he's playing Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Rizzo's like, you're not Charles Dickens.
What a great film.
It's brilliant. Yeah. So Gonzo like narrates the
Yeah.
story for the most part, and he gets up to hijinks during the
does.
story with Rizzo. My
Yeah.
favorite bit is when they're climbing over the fence.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And Rizzo has to go back for his jelly bean. He makes a big deal about climbing over the fence. Then he gets over, he jumps, and then he's like, "Oh, I left my jelly beans on the other side," and he just crawls through the fence and crawls back. It's brilliant.
It is.
Kermit the Frog is Bob Cratchit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kermit's Bob Cratchit. Who are the two that play the Marleys?
Oh, Stantler and Waldorf.
Yes.
The
That-
two older guys who make fun of the Muppets
Yeah.
all the time.
I think their song, actually, all the songs in this are great, but
Yeah.
theirs I love because
We're Marley and Marley.
That's great. Yeah, actually, let's get on to the songs in this because it's probably my favorite thing about the film. Like the songs in this are
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
The first one's just great. With
That's my favorite.
my favorite line in the whole thing is with the mice with the no cheeses for us Mises. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
My favorite song in it is just when Bob and Tiny Tim are walking back and they're
Yeah.
just doing boom da boom. 'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous. Fa la la.
Yeah. That's just, it lasts like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
It is. It's brilliant.
It's great. Fozzy's thingy, Fozziwig.
Fezziwig, but they
He's
call him
Fozziwig.
Fozziwig because he's fuzzy there.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this film.
We have to. We gotta pad some running time.
Well, we're actually over an hour and a
Yeah.
quarter.
All right.
We've done it, guys.
But I feel like we should talk about this one the most.
Yeah.
Because it's our favorite. But
I just can't think of why
There's
I
just
can't
not
think
that
of
much
anything
to say.
to
We
say.
can't really talk about the story. It's
everyone
just
knows the story.
Yeah.
Because it's a Christmas Carol.
You can't really say a lot about the acting because most of it's Muppets. Is Michael Caine the only? No, he's not the only human.
No, his
'cause
nephew
He's got
is-
his nephew.
Is real.
I'm not a massive fan of his nephew, and like that story sort of goes nowhere. Like
But I mean, that's what it is.
in the actual like the novel,
Mhm.
there's more time put towards it, and there's actually more done with it. But
Yeah.
other than that, there's not a lot to complain about with the film. There's not
Mhm.
much of a downside to it. That rain's loud, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Should we just wait
Should-
it out? And cut it
No,
down?
no, it's not. Let's not wait it out.
Listen to Dan's house being cleaned.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Don't you love my house being cleaned, guys? Oh, that's such a satisfying sound.
It's filling me with holiday cheer.
Alright, I think we've said what we can about this.
I
There's
think
not
so.
a lot to
Yeah.
say.
Muppets Christmas Carol is the best Christmas film.
Yeah.
Watch it if you haven't.
We watch it every Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
You know, we get
'Cause
snacks. We make it like an
After
event.
all, there's only one more sleep
till
Christmas
Day. I always find that
Yeah.
word like it's just not quite right.
Yeah.
He just like trails off and then says day.
Yeah, definitely the best film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's possibly one of my favorite films of all time. Like
Oh, I
yeah,
think it definitely is.
Yeah.
it's just brilliant. There's not much more to say about it though.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that was our top Christmas films. I mean, I say top Christmas films.
Top 9.
That was some Christmas film.
That was our top 7. That was that was like our top 3 with 4 average ones and 2 shit ones.
including a little bit of tickle.
A little bit
A little
of
bit
Bryan
of tickle.
Cranston as Santa tickling people.
Make sure you come back next week though, guys, because next week it's the big one.
What a way to introduce it. It's the big one.
It's the end of the year, so we're gonna give you our best and worst of 2016.
Yeah.
And oh boy, there've been a lot of shit ones.
You know what? I wrote all the films that I've seen this year, and let me get them up. I've only seen 32 films this year,
Right.
and do you know how many were on Wikipedia?
How many?
186. So I've
Yeah,
seen
but-
17% of all the films that have come out this year.
Right, but if you think about, like, how many of those films are complete shit, like,
Wait, no, I'll tell
barely
you.
released.
I wrote them out and I put a tick, a line, and a cross next to the ones. Like good,
Right.
average, bad. I had 11 good ones. I had 7 shit ones, and I had 14 that were just average.
Oh my god.
That's
So
It's the year of mediocrity.
it is, yeah. The most of the films were just average.
Yeah.
So a few of I made a top 10 list of the worst ones, and 3 of them are just average. I don't actually hate them, but they're on my worst ones.
Yeah. Well, you got that to look forward to next week, guys.
Yep.
So that's probably going to be a longer episode than usual. Actually, not longer than last week. Jesus. that's
Hopefully there
very
won't be
loud.
as much cleaning going on in the background.
There won't be. Don't worry.
You must have heard it that time. That's Dan's vacuum cleaner playing the recorder.
I'm very sorry, guys.
This is not a very good way
Alright.
to end a podcast.
We're gonna end this now before this gets any worse.
Bye.
Alright. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.